Yes, so. And I will go straight to Nkoma Obia Nim Dada. Na watwe mu ye hu Ghana ha show kese bi pa epie ha na nyame anim ni de na nkrofo expect no ebroso me de saa na me hu no na saa na nkrofo bebre kan tie be di hu nkomo na ya hwe ne mu amu ne se bibi to sini ne ye nimu kwan ko a ye de beko eno nti ye beko meko secret no ebroso me de saa na me hu no na saa na nkrofo bebre kanti and na yenim se be big say so yen starting to say global citizen festival e ba so to say ye be o de mama wa ankasa woka global citizen festival wa daroma dwumadie ni nyina no ni timpo ene say
well make I say nia narrative e wo ho no me mesua kakra no make I say individuals be private individuals be na share say omu ye dwumadie bia ebetimi aboa na ewiase nyina no yetimi de create awareness about to say okom people with hunger and poverty. You know, one of the ways are omo ye say you use arts, and when it comes to the arts the concepts idea yetimi de twe edom eba ne ani omu din komo. You know, ohwe from the beginning, that is the ticketing crampo awoto no. You have to get or go out there on the platform and have a conversation. Also participation, I will participate in the conversation no, and no allowed to come. And a strategy I make us say omo use over time are working. The omo they are call amama so. This year they decide to come to Ghana, and I think say no near yehu yero.
And no na de hu ye no de hu ye no de. So bi gina chira obeka say o concert kese bi na esi ye but so wo hwe a omu timpo pa no you realize that in between the show
no omo de dwuma bi wa chire no on say dwuma die bebre akoso behind the scenes and then it comes to the concert no into omo anu ma didi dwuma wo chire no omo na in between no bo say na ye twa omo videos near the aba yeah
and Bulldog and Bulldog my man kind of before I bring up my question, I want to have your overall understanding of show. Any deal who
okay, so I think the Global Citizen event, you know, a worldwide event, or other places. I think they're fortunate enough for us this year. Apart from the entertainment bit, you know, there's always a topic that they tackle. And for me, I think this year they did the girl child, they did poverty, you know, and a few of what it is.
Agriculture.
Yes.
Spoke about food,
you know, and then and a few of what it is.
Agriculture.
Yes.
Spoke about food,
you know, and then like international stars everywhere in the world to mix up with the locals, you know, and indigenous. Now, omudi, I can say Kesibi, you know. So it's Bibi my follow for some time, and for me, I'm glad to say about I be any I want you be brave in terms of, I mean, organizing and you know all these things, you know. It also exposed. Say yeah won crofo ewo crew mo betumi aye adwuma no giving the opportunity and the right tools to work with, you know. So for me I think as we go along, you know, the bebe mu na yaka, I mean but it was a good event and we are glad it came to us.
Alhaj, I'll come to you and I think Una you're the best person to give me this answer. Give me your view on the whole show and send them about details into the question.
Well, I think
what happened the night.
Well, it was a very good show, very good entertainment, and nice and see BB friend. It came with, it was a total package. And the BB friend silver lining of purpose. Na ewo botaibia they wanted to push out, create awareness around it in terms of inequality, what's it called, standing up for women, climate change, and so sanana sokete kano. In between performances, you know, not more messages and information be na almost spreading, you know. But overall, no, I would say it was a very, very good production. I mean, if you're asking me to give it out of 10, I'll probably say 9.5. I mean, in terms of production, it was a solid production. I mean, all the local teams are mobile, so I mean, there was a lot of learnings even for industry in terms of, I mean, the light design, even how the filming was done, precision on the Jumano, you know. And so, I mean, overall, my defense is that it was a very good show. It was a very good show.
And I like the same, Darko. Yes, you are a musician.
Yes, please.
And looking at Osha and Ajonoa, so I'm paying attention, so there's a message around. Then for share more of music side, no performance and artists on board. And I did way a bag Ghana, no. Send on who's a boy multitude industry.
Me firstly, I would say structure, like the way they worked, and then the way they put everything together, and the way they set everything up. I believe that most of us really learned a lot. Like me myself, I was at home like watching everything. I'm like, if Ghana or Africa is going to like consistently do stuff like this, it's really going to push our sound and our art and everything like way further. So it was a good thing. It was a good initiative, and I'm glad it was here.
You're glad it was here.
Yeah.
Kwame, it looks like a painful na bosho na baso, even though you're PPM mon fifi mono. And you remember now how?
Yes, we were
last
here.
Week.
I was
no.
No, near. Who should be?
Aye. Yeah, with TV so.
Who show TV so? And who should send now feeling their life?
Oh, Tesania, you can't about the year of return, no. If you say in the aspect of in the area of tourism, no, you to make us say, yeah, but there are some one or two be a in fact, you're very good. I'll say a board organizers naba, so I'll say a board, and I don't think that you can do this. Tourism ministry and any input in ensuring say a beba Ghana na are successful, you know. A idea kesia about mem to bring all those artists normally on mobile any idea, and then the message. Also, I don't know a World Cup. There were about a call from country to country. Na ebedru ha. Me cry them if you say na publicity no. Even though it was okay, no, and because it become
the crowd would have been more than that.
Yeah, opportunity to say. I'll say so the global citizen no call how do you call it? Nigeria na did their mobile you know. I think it was good. But in say publicity no crowd call more than send your coin. But in all, no, it was a good show and a very great opportunity for Ghana.
Okay. All right. Now I have to be a drink. YMPP mu alaji me bauso. Now you share production. We share production no. Even though Beka say a full program no, they worked with Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Mostly. You share production stage. It was. I think Ghana Nina, stage lighting, no.
Stage no roofing it there. I mean, it came from the UK, Afro Nation for there.
Okay.
And so Rudy and Cole brought the roofing, but decking, no, there was Obiawa self provided scaffolds, dump struts, but the set, no, in the way the set is, no, was done by Tometi. You know, sound was done by Frankie. Light was also done by what's the guy's name? The light guy I mean we work with often.
Is it Kwejo Kwachi?
No, Frankie Kwachi on no sound. But there's a light guy, forgetting his name right now. And I mean a number of them from even production crew and everything. You know, Kojo Poku coordinated the events. I think on behalf of the presidency. And so yeah, I mean it was almost about 90% local team. Even though there were aspects of them from abroad in terms of some helping with light design and other things, you know. But etutu na nkasa na Ghana for you know money na Juma. They've worked on 3 Music, worked on Waterland, worked on VGMA. You know, these are some of the best that we have in the space. And
Mayan open to everybody. Were we expecting to see a stage like that? Boo.
Yes. I mean,
as big as that.
Yes.
You mean the roofing one and our decking?
No, the
whole set.
Yeah. They couldn't have done anything less. Yeah. You're bringing a Grammy award-winning artist. He will actually even determine which stage he's standing on. Until Obama settings the BBI, because the whole idea with that magnitude of artists, they detect. Almost shut down Kojina baby can perform it. You know, they'll ask what the show is about. Is it an outdoor show? Is it an indoor show? I'm more for any technical rider. You know, so I'm do technical rider too. So the two anymore. Well, you know, you can't do anything less. You know, so share by.
Oh, Debbie, what kind of side you are not being fair?
Oh, maybe you are.
They won't mean because they see what.
Debbie, who said that who him and Bacho maybe who said me because I want me land. I bet you. Best obey him. Don't misquote me. Me can say this show na Kasano. On my planning. Omu name Nkofo say Nkofo 1,000 omu pa 1,000 penny beba and 1,001.
I know.
But other concerts, say yeah concerts, ebi a Silik yeah concert, ebi a Mimi yeah concert. You better say yeah pen Nkofo for ube wana 48,000 aba. And I gave you a classic example of Ashama to the world. And yeah, Stonebwoy fault, and you'll be a fault. I'm saying say when you are not deliberate about the people that you get into a space, you might be brave to miss you.
But there's a difference. Ashama to the World was a free concert. This was a ticketed concert.
Oh, but
and it was barricaded. It wasn't like a free event.
All I'm trying to say is, even if it is free, you know, look, it's like.
I understand.
Yeah, you know the amount of people you want in a space, a particular space. That's why every venue has a specific. Ashama to the World, say. I mean, the place I'm sure will take maybe like 40,000 or something. The park.
40,000.
It could. It can hold, yeah, it could hold. Sakasaka Park, it could hold 40,000 though. But on more than 50,000 people.
Hey.
Yeah.
Across Stadium is 45,000.
Charlie, now
stand.
Yeah, only Sakasaka Park. Charlie,
and park in the motorway.
From one end to the
yo
underneath the bridge.
40,000 now come about the stadium, no? Yeah. Akunyana round. But on the field,
you understand? And usually, like 50,000 plus.
Yeah, why not kind?
Oh, so on one casa.
But like with justice, one what kind?
Oh, I think say ABR or one crofo
kind. I would honey now.
Oh, killer.
That may be sakeke.
So you are guessing.
No, but I'm saying on one casa. But on one casa before me can't do on no kind.
Okay. There
are tapes saying, oh, usually they go over 50,000 people. What did I say? I'm saying, in instances like that, you have casualties when but they were deliberate about it, and that's why hence the ticketing. What did I say? They could have, because they're free concerts really. The ticket was just so they were deliberate about what they wanted. So they are targeted in Crophobia. Osha, and I don't know say if my information was right. I understand some people actually flew in to come and watch the event as well.
Africa, Nigeria,
yes, you know, so they had all these things sorted out before they came in, and so it is a well-planned show. One of the things that they did at because usually, I think they mic'd the crowd.
They mic'd it.
Hence, Fadama boys said, "Jumano mugudi or
Bulldog.
Say what news?
Oh, so what's here?
Why you do that? It's very, very bad.
I like it.
You like jokes. So
no, it's very bad.
You like jokes.
But that's what I hope saying.
No, Auntie,
and so Mike, you know, usually we say, Darko be catch omu na stage wrong, and I be omu tunum, and crowd no and respond yeah omo ye do ba we to say yeah
and you could see the distance.
Thank you.
Between the stage and the crowd.
You know, say a Mikey place on you now. Nice. Me pa.
Now I want us to go to the performances now. Performances na nyumre no e buy no.
Yep.
Me pa. Now this is one God. And original. His performance was fire. Alaji.
Yes.
I know so we hear I sit there when you and we want maybe see I discuss a performance one after the other. Alaji, so share and you mean performance is a course wa. It is somewhere starting. It looks like minim a rehearsal no quiet and then you must see so Emma maybe so wa agasa woka. Emma person me be no. Emma she say obey ne dia koye and I mean the way I normally other content I should share program what you know cry you won't feel it now with some more performance round it up
also you know BBA from the TV event so I say so they plan planning BBA but he did rehearsals they've done a number of rehearsals he did the rehearsals with the camera guys he did rehearsals with the directors I mean even before performance he would know which camera he has to respond to wherever he was going to. And they're using, they use a lot of cameras.
Too much.
And the cameras was like solid cameras. Those are not off Bulldog, we're talking about the follow camera guy. Yo, I mean,
he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
You will see his shadow.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by precision. I mean, in events, ultimately planning BBR, then on the day of the event or during the event, BBTBC, and then you can turn it around. In this particular instance, you see the plan, you see, and a lot of us are not event on industry for our event as we were in the UVIP. Typically, when we are looking at events, we don't look at it around. In this particular instance, you see the plan, you see, and a lot of us are not event. I mean, a lot of money went into it, a lot of results went into it, a lot of little things are in production. You know, say actually, I start to say yes, in terms of scripting performance. The performance is supposed to be an experience. I remember when we're introducing scripting performances with 3 musicals, you would have a problem with a lot of talent in terms of, look, it's not what you do or what you know already. Put everything you know and put it aside. There's a team that will script it, that will visualize it, will do your styling, will reimagine your song, how you enter, how you exit, all of those things, you know. But I'm glad to say, I mean, this has come to validate some of the things that we're introducing in the industry. And you could feel, you could see it. I mean, when you sit down, I kept on watching it again and again, just to see and note some of those things that going forward.
And nowadays, we are different
exactly. It's technical. Yes. And all the artists came with their A game. Obia, almost like Obia was aware, said the world was watching. And so they wanted to really impress. And the thing about our stages is that if you're able to impress on such a stage, it's almost like you could be guaranteed other festivals across the world. Yes. And there are major festivals across the world like this. And it's also almost like a rehearsal for December, the Eba.
Good.
And so now there's a challenge. Almost now we are planning to do things in December. Wonderland, Afrochella, Afro Nation. Afro Nation, fortunately for them, roofing for this event is for Afro Nation. Them. Almost deck in the bar. I mean, they can have a complete set, but for Afrochella, Wonderland, it is a challenge that, look, you need to be able to get the precision almost like that.
Now this year, Wonderland,
Ebaso between 24 to 27. Same Shy Forest Reserve.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Inti, looking at this, I know what you did with Wonderland. I know what you did with Wonderland. Meaning the Wonderland they see you. Man, to me, remember this year I'm representing you.
Yes, that's what you are.
I'm bringing Mcbrown's kitchen there.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
I'm bringing Mcbrown's kitchen. It's a deal, right?
It's a deal. It's a whole experience.
Yes. I'm bringing Mcbrown's kitchen there.
Yes.
Now, challenge Bena, global citizen Eddie Amao. Wonderland.
Oh, almost in in terms of Nyamama, you notice it's almost like going forward, we need to be able to get some of this. Fortunately for us, one of the difficult groups in convincing when you're bringing new ideas has been the talent community. Now, at least after 3 music awards and even this one, we'll be able to easily refer to something to say, look, the thing that they try tell you, or the thing that they try we could do, it be somebody so. Yeah. So if you want we could get down right like this, let's move.
And I'm sure said now you're feeling way no.
So now what you know say, everybody is eager. From now there's a learning curve. So we all can learn a few things in terms of how we can all move forward, how we can make you the talent look good, how you can also avail yourself for the experience to also rub off now. So as part of the event, that's part of it, and obviously the structure. Now you said that so far we've actually even started to think about the structures of the stage. There's a lot of possibilities.
For Wilderland?
Yeah, even for Wilderland, because so far, Sar Roofing Win is only one, and Afro Nation will be having it. And so, bigger events for December. We so far began to think and design and have a structural engineers think about it in the ways that could be mega, could be bigger, and add up to the experience.
Yeah.
So it's some of these things, but for me, the takeaway was almost precision. And a lot of it will come from Bulldog can be experience over the years, doing it again and again in rehearsals, and then money. Money really did play a factor. I think it boils down to the money. Money and expertise. I mean, Sikani expertise in there really did play a factor.
Yes.
This generally was a good one.
Was it the money?
Money and expertise. I mean, Sikani expertise in there really.
But say what? Darko.
Yes. One of the best. Stoneboy, then Stoneboy, Sack, Charlie, they don't play, man. They don't play. They always come with their A game, and especially like for a platform like that, we all know Stoneboy is not going to play. He can give you like 2 hours performance, back to the full Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie.
Masa, there was also one Stoneboy.
No, like my Stone
but almost social media. Yeah. Boo, then I become Stoneboy performance.
I mean,
because on no be a show, no, and sometimes tension will beginning.
Energy. Yeah. I mean, Stone has gone through the mail. What I say, so Sanyo one the Coco man,
festivals.
But once when they are born, Kumo.
I don't have Coco. What I say, in Coco. You know, one thing I like about these outside festivals is I think the fan base go to go and have fun. You don't necessarily have to know your music. They're just there to have fun. If you happen to catch their attention in their eye, but where you're born if you no better na Stoneboy but to I him. You don't know all band easy man. What do you say? Easy. I want to touch a little bit because Stone Yebeka AC and Stone has consistently, you know, I mean, for me, when an artist is performing, I turn off the instrumentation. I turn everything off. And I listen to the vocals. What I said, because you have to flat, or I mean, if you are not careful, you will flat, over to off, you shout. Yes, exactly. Stone has always, I mean, I produced one of his shows, Beam concert, you know, and that was when I really came. He doesn't play. He's at the rehearsal from whatever time you give him to whatever time you close. He's making sure his drama, his obia is on point, you know. So for me, and Onu will bring renewed confidence because it's a stage we've not seen before. Ono wa bossa stage no ba yen hu say wa boda nti aha no or the bebo totas what I say me hu say wo bo totas we are saying mpatro me ka bi answer. Baba said something about Ubuzan about challenge the we actually mu because of I think the difference with us ne say yen fa adwuma ne serious ebi ababa aka say okay me Frankie be adwuma mama Frankie si me charge XY baba man X yes you ba we are the wine be kan obedu ha afi no ba be ka say why na mba you know, and that attitude and we have professionals. I'm telling you, everybody, I've worked with everybody in this industry. There's none to me in case of being a professional. It's our attitude. Oh, into Ubeka say Baba say Obe started a show 5. Ube one near about 9, near boom bang, I train you olulu. And because it's Baba. But I'm confident about Aspris go to me, Aspris professor.
Bibia was.
On person multi slangs be intimate Baba
and they get budget.
And Baba pa on cover Aspris on Belgium because on multi Aspris now.
Na Baba kasa no kato say sika
budget here will be say oh Baba stage or the sea. I mean Wonderland last year alone, I can tell you confidently, it's like $2 million. Yeah, and more. Is he standing over you?
But over my GR far from.
Oh, there we almost forget it.
So nipa be do horse one fast can kind na mana on ye. The last year what the man and kadisi of last year US wom. Oh, that's that na make can say last year kwani the sound by. Oba no so omra no oba we be man half no. Be sit down time I be the next show no half no my. O so onsan be no say one and one fa ni nyina mame a.
Enye no ne eka.
No he wo say omo be do ho a. Abe no say one for balance na man on ye. The last year the balance na man and kadisi oba kan sa.
Sa do mu tie dada.
Asame na wo.
Understandably, now one of the things that in an event here or the one we're talking about is that commercially, this kind of budget that was spent on this event, no event person in Ghana can spend this budget and make the money back. No, you would have debts. You would have arrears.
Obviously, the people that spent that budget didn't make the money back.
Yeah, no.
Well, the idea of
is
the
advocacy.
show
Advocacy
is totally different from Wonderland and Three Music and the rest here.
So if you see,
But
then in that case, we shouldn't compare.
We are not comparing.
No, because Obi Beka say, oh, the Ghana yet Obi Beka say, Ghana yet be all the shows are you.
Oh no, the point is that but you see, there's a way to go about it. When in every industry, when there's not too much money to go around for everybody, we find a way to be able to create the same experience in the ways that it makes everybody looks good.
Yes.
Debbie, I'm gonna make a point. Previously, when the talent performs, one time he just performs it. The only benefits that he gets is just the monetary value that he gets, and he goes, nothing else. Today, if you create an experience, there's another benefit beyond the performance itself. Sometimes audio knows a performance on our bond. If they don't clear the rights of the music that is owned by Global Citizen, all the money and the views will accumulate and will go to the talent. That's an extra benefit. And generally, we don't have. December is only the period where we try to raise extra money, but we go into the negative. Almost everybody. So it's actually a lot of vim to continue coming. Afrochella is actually a lot of vim for Afrochella to keep coming back again and put money in talent's pocket and everybody, because you would finish it, put everybody. If you don't do like a long-term planning, say I'm going in 5 years, year 1, I'm going in negative. What percent? 30, 40%. Year 2, negative. Year 3, probably broken even.
So you know
probably breaking even. Year 4, year 5, then you begin to see a certain upward whatever. If you do not do that and have the thick skin, or if you do not have other people in the ecosystem understanding that, look, we are building something that could be there to service industry, would have the kind of situations that, because almost everybody I know have this situation. There's not a single person.
Okay. We crack them with more.
So there isn't too much. So I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs in the industry. We don't talk about, but it's okay to see. We talk about how often when the issue breaks. Entrepreneurs are trying to say what you
entrepreneur.
Often, because you do not have access to microphones sometimes.
Like, I can't say no.
See, dim come and discussing that, analyzing industry. Sometimes we talk about it, we relate to it, like, hey, Charlie, this thing, it's not been easy for a lot of us. Building things hasn't been easy. And sometimes you would wish for a certain level of support from other people.
Now fans.
Charlie, but when you go, I mean, obviously, that's one thing I've seen. Obviously, almost everybody forgets. It's like 3 Music today. Everybody forgets year 1, year 2, how people were dragging you in the media for their money, for this or that. Everybody forgets. Because, in 5 years, you've gone through it. So it's usually, because there's not too much money to go around, there's a way we could find to ensure that there's funding available. These things, we could do it. Like I said, 90% or almost 95% of the people that worked on the event are local people. They are people we work with every time. Yeah. Bulldog knows, A+ knows all the Frank Wache sound. We know him. Where we could find to ensure that there's funding available. These things, we could do it. Like I said, Paul is my technical manager or other land. So almost everybody are people that work in industry. But obviously when the funding is there, Obi Oye event to come and him say, BBR or NTBR for the events, particularly if you don't have it, it's by day. And so if you don't have a bigger budget, it means that you have to cram or set up in 3 days, 4 days.
Sika or want to me renting Neoma CC.
You can do a lot of it. It's where some of those productions that is a very sweet production. Sweet, we are naturally.
That's the way I still with you.
But I mean, part of the friend saying is how maybe going forward in industry, how we can continue to collaborate to unlock the experience or find the money. But I think the expertise, 2 things that the BI building industry is, every industry is funding and expertise. Yeah. I think the expertise year in, year out, we've built it. Exposure, we've gone out.
We no crab, who say your expertise, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Akasika,
yeah,
sponsors.
Unlocking there.
Now, look at your performance in Pacho. Your performance number 3, 4. Now, into me, canning in a moment, you discuss it and
it's seamless and very nice. I noticed it because when you're doing it, when you notice it, you almost a performance scenario would they use everything is intact. You can't pinpoint it's just one of those things. So. Yeah. But event in you're managing project, you sit back, you see it and notice also those things. Overall, I mean, Ejumako, Kojomo and all the guys that worked on it, it was a good show.
Look, Mummy Omu a Jackie performance, Sakori performance, Caesar Diana Yambo, but nka ye bueno so anaka eno ako now Darko stage in her performance so imagine senka wujina ho. What does it mean for an artist say?
It's for feeling, especially when him say like fans no feel it, I'm feeling you, and then with the way the stage and then the lighting and like Sadiq was saying, they paid attention to detail. And these kind of detailing is expensive. So I mean, if I did stage where I did with them detail, I'm like, it's obviously I would love it. I mean, I wish say fast forward my concerts and stuff where I could do is how my stages go look like, because we like my friends and I we Lamem gang, we used to do our own concerts, the Crusade. Yeah. And we would believe in art. Like I believe say like if we are on stage, we are supposed to be, like when you're watching Kanye West or Travis Scott or Drake on stage, I feel like that's what makes them special. That's how you love them more, because of how everything is set up. So obviously if we get something like this, I'll be
okay. Technically, share a maybe Boo A+. Throughout the performance, no, when also be a microphone, a cut
detailing.
When who say light be a duma me aswaba. When who say doom so be a pure. I mean, who knew mana and I tell who events mostly ever hand. And then I'll be confirmed. I can't buy see professionalism perfect.
Exactly. But me abe maka sisi Darko kan man tissue o kan bro fun gwan no way
ele
oh tissue waka bro fun sa
like me no ga magba
no boy o mi le je gan
kafu to me cheche mu Careful to
yeah, no, yeah, no, me trying
Hey,
what's more art? Like get me if I'm on stage, I love for my lights like right now like this, the way the lights they hit your skin. And
years ago na you call Skyhawks ne niam no no mo some
disco light
this light be a blink wall na mo yes e kwa bo ka say
na no crazy
disco light sani ye de nuku ye so sa light na no akure gire mo yes e obi afesa
bu mi bisa wasem
a show like this,
into me light into me
there be.
microphone to me.
Listen, you see regular light, a generator, so full, genset, that is you know. Now microphone, ya label microphone, so sako your back a sound checker, say microphone 4, man microphone 5. Inti ni microphone or bear sound checker, you are the 2 horse a daho. So beba.
Guys.
Yeah.
Na sack performance.
Top notch.
Nani.
King Sock.
When you. We didn't have a
Yeah.
As a pen and a number.
Yeah.
All the movie to me. Oh, Sako de Debbie.
Yeah.
We had no who me peer baby. I had no me.
No, Sako is a performer. You know, for a rapper.
Unim oya de bi na mfepa otutu ne nnwom ne nyina wie na onim se dwumadie no it is there say de be promote ma ene enkoda no
for his wife.
Enye ne wife keke otutu feel nnwom ne wie ya no she that slow down on me de ne nnwom no the strength of a woman.
Yeah, he dedicated that.
And was said down with the share on a normal days I would want to say.
Oh no, he does. Sometimes he does.
Debbie Winnie, baby, or the free no the sign be shame no. Technically, Miss Metuana many.
Ah yes, and you didn't need to come after that.
No. Baby, or the best and now what Ginny penning in attention a way. And or the sign no be gentino. That time now when him say come man once I'm no I know. I bet what Ginny say was right. At that time, so I'm better today. Until coming back to Sir.
I mean, Sarkodie is you know, is a world-class performer, and for me, what baffles me about him, you know, he's a rapper. Rappers have to work with a lot of words. What he has here, and what they do is breathtaking. Inti uni akuma, Charlie, and he's consistently proving say he's the best rapper in Africa. You know, there's no other rapper apart from him. Obi any of you, Nechi in Korankwa in Africa. Now, he's the
performance in now what you thought of you, right?
There be me
and then in terms of Ghana
government now.